Children, you already learned that climate change is happening because of CO2, and CO2 has been part of climate and life for a long time, carbon at least. And now is the question, what will happen as we go forward? It's your future. As I said, you are the future. So how can we tell you something about where carbon is going? Well, we try hard. All the nations are coming together under the UN. It's called United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which negotiates with all the countries in the world, almost all of them, to come up with agreements. So we are all doing renewable energy and electric vehicle electrification and so on to reduce our emissions and keep the climate from getting too warm. As we go forward, we have to see how much fossil fuel we will burn, let's say in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and 100 years. And we have to see how many other changes we will make in terms of how we make everything. Will we find ways to make everything without carbon, with only renewable energy, and whether we will have a lifestyle where we will eat things that are not having a lot of carbon footprint. I will mention meat. Meat has much larger environmental footprint and emissions than vegetables and vegetarian food, and there are other factors like how population will grow and how carbon capture will work. We haven't said anything about carbon capture, but later on we will. Basically, it's a way we will take out carbon from the air and then hide it somewhere in the ground, just like fossil fuels are hidden and so on. So we imagine many scenarios for the future. We do some calculations on how much emissions those will involve, and we make calculations for the future about how the emissions will evolve, how fast they will grow, and also see how that will create warming, how much warming it will create. And if we want to keep the warming to a certain level, let's say we want to be less than 2 degrees centigrade above the pre-industrial levels of global mean temperatures, then how much CO2 we have to take out, how much emissions reductions have to happen, and so on. So you can see it two ways. One, everybody is working hard to reduce emissions overall to make your future safer and find other solutions, or that we will continue to struggle, reduce emissions, and you will have a lot of warming continuing to happen as you grow older. So let's hope the former is more possible, okay?